Flosstube, it's Mandy. You found me at Mandy Needs Stitches. This is my Flosstube channel about cross stitch. Today is September 19th. It is Saturday evening, night. I'm recording this, put the kids to bed, and here we are. So my lighting is a little rough. It is nighttime. I have a bright light kind of in the corner there, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so as I said, this is my channel about cross stitch. Mandy Needs Stitches. You can find me here on YouTube, also over on Instagram under the same name. And I believe this is number 5. Flosstube number 5. Let's see, life update. So, if you're new, welcome. If you're one of my returning viewers, welcome back. Thanks for subscribing, thanks for commenting, thanks for some of the likes. I've enjoyed interacting with people, so it's been always fun to get a little notification that I got a new comment or something on the video, so that's fun. Okay, anyways, if you're, life update. So if you've watched me before, then you know I started a job this last week. And it went really well. The first week went well. I was pretty exhausted at the end of every day because I was getting up much earlier, and then I was commuting an hour each way. That's just for a short time while I'm kind of training still. I'll only be working about 15 minutes away when I'm done training, which hopefully I'll be done next week. So only 2 more long drives for me next week, and then I'll be off of training and on my own. It's been really fun. It's busy, but I see kids all day, and they're fun when they're not sick. You see sick kiddos and you always feel bad, but yeah. So I'm a nurse practitioner. I don't know if you're new here. What else? My kids are adjusting well to going to a babysitter every day. My 4-year-old is having a little bit of separation anxiety. He always wants to get lots of hugs and lots of kisses in the morning, and now if I leave anywhere that's not work, me or my husband, if we leave for a little bit, he freaks out and has to give us a hug and has to give us a kiss goodbye. Which it's fine. I guess it's better than the opposite of him not even noticing or not caring. But you feel bad when you start your day with having to rip your 4-year-old off of you so you can get on the road. But it's been good so far. And the 10-month-old, I don't think he notices a difference. I mean, he definitely knows mom, and he's always happy to see me when I come home. But he's not had issues like the 4-year-old has. What else? That's really it. Just having a lazy weekend, trying to kind of recover. My husband is hunting this weekend, so no deers. He's hunting for deer. He's bow hunting for deer. Not yet. So, okay, let's get into the stitching. I thought I would show you a previous finish that I now realize I left behind me. So, please. Okay. This is something I stitched last year. I didn't have it finished in time to display for Thanksgiving. I think I actually didn't FFO it until earlier this year, maybe. It is a Little House Needlework or Country Cottage. It's one of those. I'm sorry I don't have the cover sheet. I can't remember which one it is. It's stitched on a 14 count Aida. I think that's beautiful beige. Stitched with a called for floss. And then I finished it. I think I saw Niecy Lynn. She's Niecy Lynn on Flosstube. And I think that's her name on Instagram too, but I think I saw her finish hers like this, maybe. Anyways, so this is a basket that I got from Hobby Lobby, and just I've added some cotton ticks and some yellow flowers because you can't really see it, but these flowers have yellow in them. So I haven't had a chance to display it yet just because I finished it after the holidays last year. And so I'll put it out this year, and then I like it. It's all glued in there, so I can't take it out, but that's okay. Okay, and then I have two things that I FFO'd, which you've seen how I display these before. It's just the next months that I finished. I think I finished stitching them last week. I think I showed you guys the finished stitches last week actually, and I just FFO'd them last weekend after I filmed. But so this is the October truck by Stitching with the Housewives. I put it in a frame, mounted it on mat board. This is kind of a weird weird bow. I'm still practicing. And then this is like a sparkly purple pumpkin I got from the Dollar Tree. Yeah, Dollar Tree, but it doesn't have a stem, which kind of has thrown me off, I think. Neither side had a stem, so I don't really, it's the Dollar Tree. I mean, you know, you can find some cool stuff there, but it's ultimately still $1. So, and this came in like a pack of 10, maybe 10 or 12, something like that. So, anyways, yeah, don't really have anything else to add. I'm in the club from Fat Quarter Shop, and so I get these once a month. You'll see the November truck and haul. So there's that, and then the sorry, I should know. Little Country Cottage Needleworks. This was the October house. Sorry, there's something and I hear my son. He's supposed to be in bed and he's going downstairs for something, so I might have to pause. But this is the Country Cottage Needleworks Cottage of the Month, October. That light is really blowing it out. Hang on a second. Pause, please. Okay, I'm back. Children. Okay, so this is my FFO of the October Cottage of the Month. Country Cottage Needlework. Country Cottage Needleworks. Oh, that's so hard. Sorry, it's really blown out, that light. Anyway, stitched on a 32 count white chocolate linen called for DMC. I am in the club or stitch along with Happy Little Stitch Shop. So we get these once a month with the DMC. Yeah, so it's fun. It hangs in a little clip. So those are two FFOs. I don't have a ton of stitching because, as I said, I was tired every day after work. I do have two finishes, and they're both things that I worked on throughout the week. And then I have 2 or 3 other whips, and that's it because I was tired. So I'll show you the finishes, and then there's a lot of haul. I've lost my mind. Anyway, let's first finish. So I talked about before the magazine monthly challenge group that Carolyn Zook or C-Zook Stitch and Bird's Eye Stitches Robbins started or hosting, whatever, on Facebook. So basically the goal is to get you to use patterns from your magazines. They do a kind of a theme every month, and then they show an acrostic. And so this month's theme is fall or autumn, something like that. The acrostic was leaves. So I chose one big project, which I'll show you, and then I chose like 3 or 4 other smalls, which I finished. This small is my last small to finish. And then so I just have the big project that I have set as a goal to finish this month. I don't know if it's going to happen. We'll see. I'm just not feeling super motivated to stitch on it for some reason, so I don't know. Anyways, this is my finish. It's called Sleepy Owls. It's in the October, what is it, October 2020, just cross stitch magazine. It's stitched on a linen, probably a 30 or 32 count. I don't know the um, color or anything. I got it from Stash Unloading a while back. It's stitched with the called for DMC. I may have changed out one or two colors, but it should be the called for. So that's pretty cute. I'll probably finish it into a pillow and look at getting a dough bowl here to display these things in. But that was fun. I started it on Monday night. I think I just wanted a new start to celebrate first day or something. And I don't know. I just started on Monday night and I stitched on it every night and finished it on Thursday. So there's that. And then my other finish is from the Stitching with the Housewives. They're What's in My Cup. Yeah, What's in My Cup series. This month, they kind of, every month they have a different theme where they release a new cup on Fridays. So this month is Halloween themed cups. I didn't really like the two that were released earlier, so I haven't stitched those, but I liked this one that was released on Friday, so yesterday. So when I got home, I started it last night, and then I got it finished today. This one stitched up really quick. I had all the floss in my stash because I have a rather large stash. And so I pulled the colors from there. I stitched on just a scrap of 14 count chalkboard, Ada, called for colors for the most part, except the cup and the ghosts were both supposed to be the same white. I think it's Bamboo by Classic Colorworks. I changed the cup to, I think it's called Chai. I think it was Chai by Color and Cotton, just because I didn't want it all white. And then it says Trick or Treat. The letters are supposed to be black coffee, but I changed it to purple just because I like purple. And I don't know, I haven't decided yet how I will finish it. But it was cute, and these are so fast to stitch up, so that was fun. So 2 finishes. What else? I guess I'll show these as part of finishes because kind of they are. These are some project bags I made. I kind of got the itch to sew last week, and so I just pulled fabric from my stash and made some project bags. There's one, there's 2. I like that flower print. And these whip up pretty quick. Like I was able to do it all in a day. Probably, I didn't time myself, but it was probably 4 or 6 hours, maybe broken up because, children, but a leaf, that's kind of a fun fall. And I don't sell these. I kind of debated on doing it. I do like making them, but I think if I were to try and sell them, that would kind of ruin the fun. I did before I got a job. I thought, oh yeah, I could do that instead of finding a job, but I just never, I don't know, never got down to it. Oh yeah, those were finishes. Here's a couple whips. This one I just started today after I finished the cup because I was waiting for it to be time for bed so I could film this, and I was watching a movie with my 4-year-old and just started on it. So this is also by Stitching with the Housewives, Trick or Treat. I am changing the colors a little bit. I saw somebody on Instagram stitching it on purple. And so I decided to start it on purple. This is the bottom right corner. The big pumpkin I started. I like to, that just seemed like the easiest place to start. So, but I like to kind of outline and then fill in stuff. And so I kind of, I don't know, I jumped around obviously, but it's kind of a big piece actually. So I don't know. Here's my floss. It's mostly the called for, like I said, except this green is a Victorian model that's going to replace, it calls for frog legs. And I'm using the DMC white, like 3865 or whatever that is. And I haven't decided if I'm gonna find, I have a black coffee somewhere laying around. I haven't decided if I'm gonna use that or just use DMC. I think the black coffee might work a little better because her dress is River Rocks white and then black, obviously. And I think these two are too contrasty. It won't look as good. So I'll probably pull out my black coffee, but it's an old, I think it even says Crescent Colorworks on it, and it might be too brown. I don't know. After I finish this video, I'm gonna look at that and probably stitch on this for the rest of the evening and watch Flosstube. And that's just in a bag that I made too. Another one is also, so I was stitching with the housewives, but it's a Priscilla plain. This is for the magazine monthly challenge. This was my big piece. It's the Seasons in Chalk Fall. And this is in, I think, October 2016, just Cross Stitch magazine. So Priscilla Blaine and Kathy Haberman of Hands On Design, their collaboration. This is on a 16 count chalkboard. I left it mid stitch. Well, you know, 16 count chalkboard. I think I'm not liking the 16 count. That's why I'm having a hard time picking it up. I don't mind stitching the 14 count black, chalkboard black, but for some reason the 16 is like, ugh, I don't know, I'm not excited about stitching it. But, and then it's the called for floss. I really would like to finish it because that was a goal I set for myself, but that was also a goal I set before I started working full time. So we'll see. This is another project bag I made. This is obviously a different style, not the vinyl front, and this was like leftover binding, but I thought was kind of creative because I've seen people do like rickrack and trims there, but and these zippers are great. It was like a zipper by the yard, but the manufacturer, the seller, whatever, is called Sally Tomato. She's I think she mostly designs bags, but I think she has an Etsy shop, and I got this at like a sewing store. But anyways, if you're looking for good quality zippers that have some fun pulls, Sally Tomato, check her out. Okay, last whip. I only got one night of stitching on because it was a new start for Dark 13 stitching last Sunday. Is Away We Ride by Blackbird Designs. I think I showed this in a haul not too long ago. I am stitching it on, this is, I think, 28 count. Oh, I better write that down. I think it's 28 count s'mores. Looks like an even weave by Be Stitch Me. And so I started in the top right corner and just started the border. I think this is going to look really pretty when it's done. That's what the called for floss. They are together. And I keep it. I just got this bag too. I think I showed last week from Stitching Madness on Etsy. It's a cute pumpkin bag. So even though I can make my own bags, it's still fun to like see how other people make theirs and buy, support small businesses. The rest is haul. I have a lot of haul. I think I just placed a lot of orders because I was like, hey, I don't know, there's no good reason. I was like, hey, I'm gonna work now, I'm gonna bring in money. And so I have all this haul, but I'm not gonna have any time. Anyways, so I will do plans first, just because I know not everybody's here for the haul. And I don't really have any plans. Like I said, I'll stitch on that trick or treat. I'd like to get more in on the fall seasons and chalk art. I thought if I tried to do like a strand or two a day, that would be good. I'm probably going to start stitching on my lunch a little bit, because we'll see if I might have to chart on my lunch, because I hate taking charting home. But if I'm caught up, then I might stitch a little bit, and that would help. I'd get more done. Anyways, other plans is I am debating about starting the Autumn Quaker by Rosewood Manor. Sorry, I don't have the picture. I didn't plan ahead for this part. But I thought about starting Autumn Quaker by Rosewood Manor on whenever the fall equinox. Fall equinox is. I want to say it's the 23rd, but it might be the 21st. So we'll see. I've had that kitted up for a little bit, and I got the Valdani floss, and I haven't used that before, so I thought about trying that. And then on the 25th, there's a hashtag Mary25 Stitching. I was going to start Christmas Garden by Blackbird Designs, which I can show you next week. I'm 99% sure I'm going to start that one unless something goes wrong. The 25th is a Friday, so I should be good enough to. For some reason, I have more energy on Friday. It's probably because I know I can sleep in the next day. Sleep in. I just want to get up for work. My 10-month-old wakes up at 6:30 anyway, so there's no sleeping in. Okay, so if you're not here for haul, thanks for watching. Like my video, subscribe. If you're here for the haul, grab yourself a beverage, because there's a lot. Let me clear my space a little bit. Some wine is, kids went to bed, so this is going to be jumbled. I'll try to remember what shops they came from and tell you. I haven't been putting links in the description box, but I can link it if people want. If I get people asking me a lot of questions, or if you just send me a message on Instagram, send me a comment, I will be more than happy to tell you where these things came from. If I get it wrong, I don't remember. And there's going to be lots of crinkling because I didn't take anything out of the plastic. Surprise, surprise. So, let me okay, so these all came from Be Stitch Me. She is a fabric dyer. If you haven't heard of her, bestitchme.com is her website. She has a Facebook group where she does Friday Night Fight Night, and you try to claim fabrics that she posts. She posts a lot of fabric. She doesn't do them every Friday. I think it kind of works out to being twice a month. But anyways, these didn't come from her. These just came from her website. They were a special order I placed because I wanted to. So this first one, sorry, I'm going to take this out of the fabric, is an 18 count Aida in Smog, which the colors, picking up a little bit. It's blown out a little bit, but it is a very pretty like deep blue, gray, greenish color. I'm going to stitch Halloween Quaker. No, what's it called? I think it's called Halloween Quaker by Lila Studio. On this, I had kitted it up to start for Mania, and then, but I have a piece of 25 count smog, that 25 count even weave smog that I got from Brandy Bestitched Me. And then I did the math on it and decided I didn't need, because if you stitch it on 25 count over 2, that equates to like 12 and a half, and the piece would have been like 24 inches across or something, and I just don't, I don't need a piece that big. So I'll try with 18 count. I think I did the math and it was a little bit smaller. So yeah, this will be for that. I'm not going to start it anytime soon. This next one I don't have a project for. I just really liked the color. It's a linen 36 count called That's My Jam. Light, yeah, that's pretty good. It's beautiful. It's a really deep purple, and I want to find a really pretty pattern. Or not big, well, I want to find a good pattern for this. I don't have anything in mind right now. And then, oh, my son again. Pause, please. Okay, I'm back. He's supposed to be in bed. We usually put him in his room, and he'll stay in there and like play by him, keep himself entertained for a little while. But sometimes he comes out multiple times. And anyways, hopefully he's good for now, and I'll get back to the haul. Okay, so this is Brandy linen or Brandy fabric, Bestitched Me fabric. This is another piece of 36 count vanilla latte. Oh, this is such a very pretty, it's a 36 count linen, I think I said that. It's just a very pretty neutral. That I had a piece in mind for it, and I don't know if I could tell you which one it was. I was thinking about the new release by Hello from Liz Matthews, the Hello Quaker Pumpkins, I think it's called. I also have this piece of 40 count even weave called Outback Jack. This is another very pretty neutral. Sorry for the glare. That's kind of it. But looking at how tiny this is, this 40 count intimidates me a little bit. So it's just tiny. We'll see. There's those. Okay, and then these next ones came from the Needle Case Goodies on Etsy. I get a lot of stuff from her. She's fast shipping. These were pre-orders. These were the Stitching with the Housewives new patterns. The Boo to You, and Santa Claus is coming to town, right? Yeah. I found this mailbox at Hobby Lobby, so I'm going to try to finish it like this. But again, I don't know if I will do it this year. These other ones, I was enabled by Zook, Carolyn Zook. I guess she's doing a stitch along with, I can't remember who, probably Robin, Bird's Eye Stitcher. But they hosted a Zoom, I think it was last weekend, where she was talking about it, and of course I went and bought this stuff. So this is Lindy Stitches, called Beautiful Things. Pretty cute. They started on the 15th. I'm obviously behind. I just got this stuff like the other day. But Lindy Stitches has a floss pack for sale too with the called for colors. I didn't realize the model was stitched on 36 count. So this is a pretty big piece. Because on 36 count, it's 12 by 9.6. But it would fit in an 11 by 14 frame, so maybe I'll use that Outback Jack, maybe? It probably look good. These are the model's a little bit browner, but, and then I also got this one from Lindy Stitches because she had some of the floss. She had the fancy floss. I don't think she had not the DMC. She had a fancy floss and the linen. This or no Lugana, 32 count stone gray Lugana that this was stitched on. And these are super cute blue-footed boobies. I mean, how can you resist a pair of birds dancing? I don't know what I'll stitch it. Hopefully soon because it's cute. Okay, and then I was enabled by Helen D. I just thought she had a good idea that to buy a DMC Etoile tin from Walmart because it's half the price that it is at Michael's. So I tried this one on there and ordered. Yes, Levi, you can get some water. So that came. What else? These just arrived today. Today I think from, I can't even remember. That's ridiculous. That's how much haul I got. I got this pattern, Pink Hill Manor by Blackbird Designs. I got the floss from Anita's Little Stitch Shop as a website. Yeah, she had the floss pack. I really like this. This is like so cute. I'm not doing this is in the Anniversaries of the Heart series, which I have a couple other ones actually, but I'm not going to do them as a whole or anything. I just thought this was really fun. I first saw this pattern back during quarantine during stay home orders were in place or whatever. And staff from Pam and staff what is their Flosstube channel? Of course, I'm not gonna remember it right now. She was like going through her Stitch Before I Die box, and this was one of them, and I had never seen it before, and then I put it on my wish list, and then I just lost my mind and bought all the things. And then I got some linen from 123 Stitch. It smells so good. I don't know why it smells so good. But it's 30 count sea salt linen. I don't know who the dye is. FPS. You'd think I'd remember. And then I got Tiger's Eye by Weeks Dye Works, another 30 count linen. Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch just stitched Yield Crow on this color, and it looks really good. I don't have that pattern. I don't think I'm going to stitch that on there, but it looked really good. And then Swan Feather, a 30 count Swan Feather Legacy linen. It's white. But it's called Swan Feather, so it's not like just clean white. Okay, and then I was enabled by Stampy Stitches and her Instagram. She started this Marjorie Massey, who knows what it's called, Style Prairie. I don't know what it's called. It says love, peace, home. I don't know. Her Instagram picture was really pretty. And then I, of course, went and had to find out where I could buy this. I got it from Kitten Stitcher. Shakespeare's Peddler. She's Kitten Stitcher on YouTube. So I got that one, and then I was just browsing, of course, and I got this other, I think this is a Marjorie mask, or I think it's the same designer. I don't know, but I thought this was a cute little Christmas themed sampler. I haven't pulled it out, but I think it's all called, it's just DMC. But that's cute. And then I hear a lot of people talking about, I think it's Extrude Designs fabric. A lot of Flosstubers talk about it, and so I wanted to try it because she sells, Shakespeare's Peddler sells it, so it smells so good. So good. This is a 32 count My Little Dog linen. It's pretty. And then this one is called, it's a 36 count called Marbled Bunny, which looks about, it looks like a 32. It really doesn't look like a 36, but that's pretty. My husband just got home. You might hear him talking in the background. I didn't tell him I was filming, so if he interrupts me, sorry. Okay. And there's more. So I'll be so happy when I can put this stuff away. Okay. Another one I was enabled by, and I'm sorry, I don't remember where I ordered this from. No, I do. It was, I think it was Jen's Stitching Niche on Etsy. Okay, I was enabled by Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. She posted this pattern, or whip, whatever, on Instagram. It's called Blackberry House Plum Street Samplers, and I just thought it was very pretty. I hadn't actually ever seen it before. And so I got the floss, and I got the model stitch on an old, called 40 count Old Town Blend. I think I'm going to stitch it on this Bramble by Picture This Floss. There's that. Sorry, I'm going to keep these together, the ones that I know have a plan. And then I also just picked up some 40 count ale. Because I wanted to try it. I ordered some stuff from Fat Quarter Shop, which is mixed in here. This is just a project bag. I'm not stitching. This is Lori Holt's Prim series, something like that. This was a project bag to go with it. I think I'm not stitching that series, but I liked the bag, so. And then, yes, this is the floss for that Pink Hill Manor from Anita's Little Stitches. So I should put that huh? What else? This is my another needle case goodies order. Yes, it's needle case goodies. The casting a spell book. This was just re-released by Blackbird Designs. And I bought this box from Hobby Lobby, and I got the floss for it. I thought about stitching it on this piece of linen. I think it's called Primitive Hair. It's a 32 count. But it's got this giant brown spot right there, which I don't love. So if I can piece the other pieces well enough, I might avoid that, but I don't know if this is big enough for all of them. I think it had to be a 30 count because that's what the pattern calls for, or with the, in order for it to fit in that box. Yeah, 30 count. It's stitched on Confederate gray by Weeks. So I don't know. I don't know if the floss will show up all right. I don't know. I haven't decided. All these plans. So many plans, so little time. Right. These came from a couple of weeks ago. Threads Entwined did like a 25% off patterns order. She's Threads Entwined. It's just her own website, but she is Threads Entwined on Instagram, and that's she had posted she was having a sale, and that's how I found out about it. So I ordered some patterns. This is Blackbird. Another Blackbird Designs. I asked her to kit up with a color and cotton thread she thought would look good, so she sent dark truffle, which is really pretty. It's kind of like it's kind of got a purplish tint to it. So, and I kind of thought about stitching it on that tiger's eye linen, but I don't know, we'll see. Sorry, I feel like I'm really rambling and confusing, but these other ones came from Threads Entwined as well. So Hello Fall by Plum Street Samplers. Goodbye Fall by Plum Street Samplers. This Lavender Farm by Corey Badacor. I saw somebody do a wet parade. I want to say it was, what's her name? Of course I'm going to forget it. Candace K on Flosstube. I think she showed that, and that's where I first saw it and I liked it. And then this Free and Brave by the Drawn Thread. It's pretty. So those are just patterns. I don't think I'll kit up anytime soon. This came from Anita's Little Stitch Shop. Pumpkin Farm by Blackbird Designs. This is another Anniversary of the Heart series, like that Pink Hill Manor. We got the called for. That's called for floss. And I obviously I was going to use one of the linens that I got recently for that. I just saw this pattern and thought it was cute. Bittersweet September by Blackbird Designs. Spirits and Spells by With Thy Needle. This Give Thanks. I think these ones came from Fat Quarter Shop. Another Blackbird Designs. Again, I don't think I'll get those up very soon. This was a flash sale from Fat Quarter Shop, and I have another one. I got the winter. Sorry, I'm on the way. Madame Chantilly season sampler summer. Obviously summer's over, so I won't be stitching that anytime soon. This came from Needle Case Goodies. They just Little House Needleworks just released these as a set. I'd stitch them individually, not as a whole thing like this, but they came with the pattern and the floss, I think, and then they just decided to release them like this. Oh my gosh, so much I've lost my mind. Okay, Scattered Seed Samplings. I think I'll start this pretty quick because it would be a fast stitch. 77 by 142 high. And it calls for Gentle Arts, but I like that one. Hello Summer by Plum Street. And then Patchwork. Assuming it stands for winter, but I don't speak French, by Jardin Privé. So there's those. Oh, we're getting to the bottom of it. This Deck the Halls book, strawberries. I haven't ever made a strawberry, but I saw a while back, what's her name? Somebody showed them on Flosstube, and they looked really good. Oh, I can't remember her name. Anyways, that was what kind of enabled me to want to get this book. So I did. These came from Fat Quarter Shop. I thought I'd try them. It's the library cards by Lori Holt. Right now, I don't really label my stuff, which I've been seeing people recently be like, you really should. Flosstubers say, you should label your stuff. Okay, and then Fat Quarter Shop has their like Stitchtober thing coming up, and Kimberly showed her plans, I think 2 weeks ago, and she's stitching Autumn Typography by, oh, I don't remember, it doesn't say. I bought the PDF pattern called Autumn Typography, Pine Mountain Designs, I think. She changed the colors, so I bought the DMC pack from them, and she's stitching it on this 18 or Water Lily by Witchell, and I really liked this color. It's kind of a greeny. Sorry, the light's blowing it out. It's greeny. So I'm gonna stitch that. Last piece, guys. Last piece. Okay, and then the pattern came from Fat Quarter Shop. This Manor at Quaker Hill by Brenda Gervais with a needle and thread. And it's beautiful, but it's enormous. 327 wide by 183 high. Huge. But I really liked it, so I got from Fire Poppies, which if you haven't, Fire Poppies, it's a brick and mortar store. They have a really good website to order from and super fast shipping. Like the fastest ever. I placed an order and then I think 30 minutes later, an hour later, I got a shipping notice. Anyway, so I bought the thread and 36 count legacy linen by Picture This Plus, which is, I believe, the called for. It doesn't say. I'm sure it says somewhere. Yeah, legacy linen by Picture This Plus. Oh, so I got that. So do you see why I have a problem? That's like, I probably just showed you 9 projects that I have kitted up and no plans, well, some plans to start, but I've slowed down. I've placed 1 order, I think, this week, so because I just want to stitch all the things. Sorry, and my time is cut short. Anyways, this video is going to be really long, so, and it's probably going to take forever to upload, so you probably won't see this till Sunday, or whenever you choose to watch it. But anyways, that was a lot of haul. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you like what you saw. I hope to be back next week with some more stitching. Maybe I'll FFO. I'll probably try to FFO that boo cup or that trick or treat cup finish that I showed you. What else? I already went over plans. I don't really have one other than a couple starts for Sampler September. And yeah, I should be back next week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Happy stitching.